welcome to Simply Indie.
Thank you.
Is this your first year coming, or
Yes.
are you
Yes, it
submitting
is.
in artwork?
Yes.
Nice. So how have you liked it so far?
Great experience.
Okay.
Yeah. Theater is fantastic. Hotel's just across the street.
It is really convenient.
Everything about this has been fantastic. So
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, and we're glad that you're here. But I was going to say, for the people that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and the photos you submitted, and just a little bit about why you decided to submit your artwork for this.
Okay. Well, I'm James Cable, and I'm an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I've produced some indie film projects, and I also do photography. A lot of my photography in the industry has been behind the scenes stuff on film sets and publicity photos, either for the production company's use or just putting it out on social media and letting people know what project we're working on and when it's going to be available to see. And I'm a big fan of Marisa and Lindsay and what they're wanting to do and their journey. They're good for independent filmmakers.
They really are.
Yes, and so anytime I can support their endeavor or anyone's endeavor, I'm a big fan of the film festivals. And so I don't have a film, but thankfully they had a photography division, and I'm like, okay, this might be my opportunity to showcase some of my work, and in reality, just come up here and hang out and watch films.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's the first film festival for me post-COVID.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I've been in a movie theater since COVID started.
Right.
Because I there's people in my life, and I personally have some health issues that I was trying to not get it, and I ended up getting it, and it was not a lot of fun. But I mean, it's just nice to be around people and to experience and kind of cohabitate. And I feel like I personally have noticed people bouncing things off of each other like you see at these festivals.
Right.
And it's just been really nice to kind of see we didn't forget any of that in a way.
No, it's true. I think we were all just anticipating getting back, and I know a lot of things have gone to streaming, but I think the theater experience will continue to exist. I think we love seeing big things and big sounds, and there's just certain movies that are designed for it. Plus, it's just a fun way to go about your business and be entertained.
And forget where you are for a little bit and be immersed in a different environment.
100%. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's been fun. But yeah, so I know that you brought a couple of your pictures with you today.
I did, yes.
So I was going to say, go ahead and kind of tell us a little bit about that one.
Okay. This one is Guardian. And it's a cedar waxwing, and it was taken against a gray sky, so I thought, okay, black and white would look better. And I do like it in silhouette, and you can see just the bits and pieces of the feathers there that kind of stand out on its head, and it just looks like a guardian to me. I don't usually name photographs, but it just kind of looks like it's above looking down and kind of protecting its environment. So that's that was one of them. They fly in yearly, so I have an opportunity to take photos of them every year.
Yeah. So is this like in your yard, or?
Yes. Yeah, it's out front.
Nice.
So
cool.
Yeah, there we go.
It's your own little studio outside.
Yeah, I know. It is.
You don't have to go too far, which is nice. And then you brought this one as well.
Yes.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about that one.
The theme this year, photography theme, was simplicity, and so that I thought that was fairly simple, and I thought this one was fairly simple in the genre of architecture. This one's called California Curves, and this was taken in Santa Barbara, California. A buddy of mine, he and I were on a hiking trip. We were working ourselves down from Yosemite National Park to Los Angeles, so we would drive a couple days, hike over 9 days. This was in March during the first national lockdown. So it was very eerie and strange. It was a complete ghost town in Santa Barbara. Everything shut down. We were thankfully we had a hotel we could stay in. They didn't close that down, so we had a place for the night. But there's just California's California.
Yeah.
They have some entry, and I just saw this on my way to grab a sandwich, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. And my goal was just to take a photo of something coincidentally simple, but more minimalist. Practice my minimalist photography.
Mm-hmm.
So there
I
we go.
personally love minimalism and just everything kind of around that. I mean, my house, people that come to it say things about it kind of being minimalistic, and
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say they like Frank Lloyd Wright, his minimalist Usonian type concept of different things.
Yes.
And I kind of got a little bit of that vibe when I saw that with the way that the angles were, and it's just like curvature of it. And I liked it. I thought that one was really pretty.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice challenge to try to capture minimal. I think with anything, even filmmaking, keep it simple and tell the story, but leave something to the imagination.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what else is around it? What else is there?
Yeah,
And there was a lot around it, so that's the goal is to try to do it that way. So
Find the right thing and focus in on
yes,
that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of that, I was gonna say, you obviously shoot architecture and nature. I was gonna say, what other types of subjects and different types of things do you like to photograph, when kind of what inspires you? Do you happen to just be like, okay, I have these goals, I want to try and get these pictures, or is it more of a in the moment where you're just kind of looking around and you just be like, oh, and you just take a picture with your phone if you have your phone, or if you have your camera with you, you just take a picture with your camera? Like, how does one figure those things out?
That's probably what I do. I just happen to I have an assortment of cameras, and sometimes I'll just say, okay, let's take this camera out and see what we can do with it. But a lot of times it's just walking around and seeing something, either challenging yourself to find something in something that looks normal, or just randomly seeing something that may or not be there the next day and you want to grab it. I do like corrosion. Rust, decay. I always think that's fun, and particularly if you see a building that looks like, okay, that's not going to be there a month from now. I'm going to capture this, and I've captured things that no longer exist, and I'm sure somebody else has captured it. But it's nice to have that. Maybe someone might see a post that's saying, "Hey, we need a photograph of this," and it's like, I have this as a stock photograph. But mainly, it's really everything, Kelly. It really is. I don't go after. Of course, I'll have my camera if I go on a nature walk, and you might get lucky and see something there. But I'm at a point now where I'm always keeping a camera in the car, and even pulling over on the side of the road, which I'm sure most photographers do. Always have a camera handy and your phone, just because you always want to capture that moment or that thing that no one else has, or something that catches your eye.
Yeah, so it sounds like just inspiration for you personally, and I mean a lot of filmmakers in general, it's also like this from people I've talked to. It's just inspiration just comes from anything.
Yes.
Like you literally just be seeing something and you're like, I like that, and then you just try and either mimic that or capture it like what you do.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's a great practice. I suppose if you ever want to make your own film, which I'd like to do someday, it's helping me. Photography is helping me frame a shot. It's helping me with light, how to light a shot, what looks good. So if I can capture something that looks appealing to the eye with a still, then all you have to do is just roll, have the same frame and same light, and then just roll the camera.
Yeah.
And so if it's appealing as a photograph, it should be appealing as a motion picture.
That's a very good way to approach it, and a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
So, well, for people that maybe want to continue following you and kind of seeing what you do come out with, both photography and maybe videography in the future, is there a way that people could find you online or follow you or kind of see what you're working on?
Cable Eye Creative on Instagram and Facebook, and Cable Eye on Instagram. It's my last name is Cable,
Okay,
so it's just a play on my name.
I like it.
Yeah, so anyway.
It's punny, but with a purpose
There
in
you
a
go.
way.
Yeah, there you go.
So, okay. Well, I was gonna say, I think that about sums it up. So,
Okay.
if you have, like, if you need anything, obviously, just ask someone. But yeah,
All
I
right.
think otherwise, that's it.
All right, thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, and thank you for bringing these. And they're really pretty. I
All
really
right.
do like that one a lot. So, no,
Yeah,
you're
that
welcome.
means a lot. I appreciate it.
No,
Okay.
you're welcome.
All right.